Hello everyone, my name is Gabriel Santos Alvarez and I'm a student in the Foreign Languages degree program at UNAD. Today I want to talk about my learning path in English. When I started my degree program, I already felt that I had a good base in English. I knew many grammar rules and I had a useful vocabulary about family, daily activities, and common situations. So I didn't start from zero. I already had some knowledge, but of course there was many things that I still need. My English is more advanced, but sometimes it's very important in my learning process. Is also more organized. I am more aware of what I need to practice and how I can improve. Okay, during my degree program, I have had different experiences that have helped me improve my English. First, the English courses helped me continue practicing grammar and vocabulary. Then I participate in speaking sessions, web conferences, and Agora meetings. This activity gave me more contact with English because I could listen to my tutors and classmates. Another important moment was studying English phonetics. It helped me understand how English sounds are produced and how we articulate them. In English 3, I also create a self-directed learning plan and a portfolio to organize my goals and activities. And now in English 4, I feel that my learning process is more organized and continuous. During my degree program, I have worked on the four skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. For me, listening is the skill that has improved the most, while speaking is still my main challenge. My reading has also improved. Now I can understand more academic vocabulary, especially words related to pedagogy, methodology, and English language teaching. These are important topics in my degree program. My writing has improved too because some of my courses are completely in English. So I have had many opportunities to write assessment and express my ideas in English. Of course, I still make mistakes, but I try to check my work, use helpful courses, and improve little by little. I think listening is my biggest improvement. In my previous English courses, I participated in speaking sessions, web conferences, and academic meetings like Agora. Many of these activities were in English, so I had to listen carefully to my tutors and classmates. At the beginning, it was sometimes difficult, but now I can understand most instruction and explanation. I also practice listening outside the university. For example, I watch movies and videos with real conversations in English. Because of this constant contact with the language, I feel more confidence when I listen to English now. Okay, speaking is still my main challenge. I can usually understand what other people say, but when I need to answer, sometimes I feel nervous. One problem is that I try to translate my ideas from Spanish into English in my head. Yeah, this makes me hesitate. I also think about pronunciation, grammar, and possible mistakes. So sometimes I lose confidence. But my tutor have always said that making mistakes is a part of the learning process. I think this is very important. Now I try to practice more with friends and use English in real conversation when I have the opportunity. My goal is to speak more naturally and with more confidence. One of the strategies that works best for me is immersion. For me, immersion means having regular contact with English by listening, practicing, and using different resources. YouTube is one of my main resources. I watch a reality show about an American family, and I can listen to real everyday conversations. I also use Rowall to practice grammar, and I use Duolingo almost every day. Actually, I have had a Duolingo streak for almost a year. I use it because it helped me understand pronunciation better. As a future English teacher, one of my main goal is to be creative. I think learning a foreign language only with net textbooks in traditional activities can sometimes be difficult or boring for students. For this reason, I would like to use different resources. For example, images, videos, technology, simple conversations, and meaningful activities. I also think that the classroom should be a positive place where students feel comfortable participating and making mistakes. And is also very important because students need to know what they are doing well and what they can improve. I want I want my students to pra- participate, create, explore, and build in their own learning. In the future, I want to continue growing in two ways as a teacher and as an English learner. As a future teacher, I want to say creative, use ICT tools, learn about new courses, and create activities that are meaningful for my students. I think the teacher need to say up to date because education and technology are always charging. But I also know that becoming a teacher does not mean that I will stop learning English. I want to continue with immersion, listen to more English content, and especially practice more speaking in real life situations. I will also like to travel abroad in the future. I think being in the English speaking improvement could help me improve my communication skills and become more confident. Finally, if could give one piece of advice to as a student who is just starting to learn English, I would say don't be afraid to try. Yeah, learning a new language is not easy. Sometimes we make mistakes, feel nervous, or we think that we are not improving, but that is part of the process. My advice is to be patient, find strategies that work for you, and continue step by step. Practice, make mistakes, learn from them, and keep it going. Yeah. Progress take time, but every small steps is important. And I think that it was the learning path and taught me. Thank you very much for listening. My English learning journey is not over yet. Goodbye.